Hi, this is Yolanda Vanveen, and in this segment we're going to talk about when is the best time to cut back roses. Well, my theory on all plants, the best time to cut back your plants is after they're done blooming for the season. So the best time to cut back your roses is really in the fall, whenever they've quit blooming and the nights have gotten cold and they're really not doing a whole lot and they're starting to turn brown. That's the best time to cut them back. You can cut them back in the middle of winter and early spring as well. But you don't want to cut them back when they're growing in the spring and early summer and they're setting their buds, because you'll lose a lot of the buds. But saying that, I have cut them back in the late summer, just when they started getting a little bit spindly, and they filled in and grown really well, and I've gotten more blooms on them. So the rule of thumb too is never cut back more than 1/3 of the plant. So if you have a plant that's 10 feet tall, you only want to cut it right to where it meets another stem. About 1/3 of the plant. And if the blooms are done blooming too, it's always nice to cut the blooms out because they're not going to do anything till the next year. So it's important to cut, when you're cutting your roses too, to cut them to where they meet another leaf. So not in the middle of the stem, but closer to where they're meeting another leaf. Okay. And anytime there's some lanky ones on the bottom too, I like to cut those out as well. So ideally you want to prune them back to about 18 to 20 inches. But if you have a really long rose and there's no greenery on the bottom part of it, you don't want to cut them too far down. But if you have a rose that has lots of starts like this one, just start hacking it too. The rule is 1/3, but I found you can cut it a lot farther down, and in the end, by next year, you'll just have a fuller, healthier bush. And I always cut some of the bottom ones out as well. So just totally chop it.